pause that. Come on, computer, catch up with me. There we go. Hello again, YouTube land. I've got less than 10 minutes until I have to go downstairs and deal with my laundry, so let's see if that'll help me make this concise. Recently, what have I been doing? Okay, I have been using my step counter that I got off Groupon with part of the thing that my parents got us for Christmas last year. I've been doing pretty good. I don't know for certain if I'm hitting at least 70,000 steps a week, which is the, recommended based on the fact that ideally you should be getting about 10,000 steps a day. I do know that not the day before yesterday, but the previous Sunday, there was a food truck rally in Park Slope. I don't know if I mentioned this. Sam and I went, and I did almost 15,000 steps, which for me is a lot. I mean, generally speaking, I'm not completely inactive like I have been in the past, but I'd say my fair average is probably 7,000 to 8,000 steps a day. And there are days during the week where, it's actually more like 5 or 6 because I've gotten everything done in those couple of days with the higher step numbers and there isn't as much I need to get done. Although, to be fair, it should be significantly higher because I should be walking around job hunting. But in any event, Saturday this week, we went to the Union Square Farmers Market, which I love, and we saw Total Recall, which, I mean, I'm not really a Colin Farrell person. I guess he's kind of cute, but no. And I don't really remember seeing the original. I don't think I ever really have straight through, in part because I'm really not a Schwarzenegger fan. What else? I recently got my hair touched up, which is good. It's officially long enough now that I can't really dye it at home anymore, which sucks. But it is what it is. It's getting remarkably long. I mean, I could take it down and show you, but it's too hot today. I really don't want to. But suffice to say, it's like, I mean, I'm not even kidding. It comes to like shoulder level now. I have been working on my diet. I've been fluctuating a couple of pounds, but I'm a girl, so that's bound to happen. Now, before anyone gets too gender-sensitive picky with me, when I say phrases like, I'm a girl, I'm being purely self-referential. I happen to have been born with female physiology, and I happen to be of the personality type that prefers to identify as female gendered, okay? I'm saying it purely in that form about myself. What else? Tribble's doing well, Sam's doing well. Although Sam is a little annoyed because he hasn't really been able to get his friends in line to meet up for the beach. And being that September is literally around the corner, he's upset. I mean, well, disappointed, I think would be the better word. Sorry, I'm completely forgetting about the reflection of my glasses, aren't I? He's disappointed, which is unfortunate, and I don't like seeing him disappointed, but I've tried to make it easier by taking him to things like the food rally, taking him out for nice long walks on the weekend. I mean, on Saturday when we went to the farmer's market in the movie, no joke, I did 21,900 steps. By the end of the day, I thought I was dead. I mean, dead in a good way, but dead. Part of that is that in the morning, I was watching old episodes of The Biggest Loser on Netflix, because for some reason, Saturday and Sunday, I woke up at 4 a.m. and didn't go to bed until 10 or 11 that night. So Saturday morning, I decided to just walk in place while I was watching The Biggest Loser, which is not necessarily a bad idea, walking in place when you're watching something at home with nothing else to do. So I was up by about 7,300 steps before he ever got up. What else? I don't know. I'm trying to get laundry done right now, like I said. And I am trying to work on my diet. I mean, I love things like, well, I mean, all the things that you're really not supposed to have. I have a bad sugar addiction, specifically chocoholism. I enjoy soda. I do like fast food, although increasingly I find that while I can still eat it and tolerate fast food in my system, despite how infrequently I tend to have it now, the lack of frequency has affected my palate. It has changed my receptivity to fast food. Because there was a time where I could down 2 Big Macs. Now, mind you, at one point I was 340 pounds before my gastric bypass surgery. I could down 2 Big Macs, a large fry, and a giant soda, and be hungry an hour later. You know, I would only get large size things at my local Chinese place because that might be enough for dinner. And I justified it by saying, well, you know, I work a full 40-hour week, plus I work at a restaurant on the weekends, plus I tend to go to night school 3-4 nights a week. I was doing a lot, but I was overcompensating. I was justifying and rationalizing and allowing myself to eat out almost every dinner and a significant amount of breakfasts and lunches as well, which is unfortunate. I was basically like the living case study for Supersize Me before Morgan Spurlock got around to doing it. Since then, Sam's incredible aversion to fast food not only has meant that I haven't really been buying it because I spend most of my time with him and he won't eat it, it's also meant that I feel honestly guilty if I get it when he's not around. And then I justify it, because sometimes, you know, he'll come home and he'll see, like, the wrapper from a double cheeseburger, and he'll say, did you stop at McDonald's? And he's not, see, here's the thing, he's not being critical, he's not trying to guilt trip me, I just feel guilty for eating fast food. A, because it's universally understood that it's bad for you, as convenient as it is, it's bad for your health. And B, because I feel like I should know better, and by him asking me, it means that he's aware of it, and by him being aware of it, it means I can't pretend I didn't actually do it. I've never been a severe closet eater. I've never been someone who hid a bunch of food wrappers under my bed when my parents weren't looking, because they always looked, and my mother hired professional maid service to report to her in case they did find food under my bed. Not that that stopped me from getting fat, but it's a good reinforcement system, basically, I think, for me anyway. So I've learned to have Italian-style sodas. I don't know if they're originally Italian-style. I grew up knowing them as Italian-style sodas, which is basically something like this, okay? It looks kind of like a mixed drink or maybe cranberry ginger ale. What it actually is club soda, which is straight up empty bubble water. It's no sodium, no carb, no sugar, no fat, no protein. It's just water that has had bubbles added to it. And the coloring in this case, I throw in a splash of grenadine. Yes, grenadine has a significantly high amount of sugar proportionate to the serving size, but we didn't have any juice in the house right now, and I have to go to the supermarket, so I don't know. I mean, I was going to get some Kadim grape juice, which is the awesome kosher brand, which is like my favorite. It's the only grape juice I drink. It's my favorite thing. But I couldn't get to it because they had all the shelves kind of half blocked because they were unloading a truck. It is pretty good, though. I mean, all I need is some sort of flavor and bubble. That's the thing with me, is that I like the bubble. So, what else? Hi, Trouble. Job hunting, job hunting, job hunting. That's basically the only other thing that I've been doing. And unfortunately, my job coach will no longer be at the place that I've been seeing him the last couple of years, which is sad but good. He's moving on to something better, a job that he's happy about, and I'm really happy for him. He's a very, very good guy, very easy to get along with and talk to. But, you know, it also means that there's one less justification for me going to that particular place for any kind of services, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, the only other service I really ever used was counseling, and I need to find a routine psychiatrist anyway if I'm ever going back on my meds, which I fall in that slim margin that doesn't require them utterly in order to function in society. But there are times even I'm like, no, I need to be on my meds. This is not good. I don't like feeling like this, and I don't like having these kind of thought patterns. Generally speaking, though, those times have gotten significantly less in the last few years, part of which I do attribute to Sam, part of which I attribute to us having a cat back in the house now, because my animals have always owned a significant portion of my heart. Yes, Tribble, I'm going down in a minute. You don't have to block the door. She doesn't like it when I leave her so much during the day, poor thing. And part of it I attribute to trying to, in general, be healthier. As an early anniversary present to myself, believe it or not, my anniversary, my 1-year wedding anniversary, is about 25 days away. I think I blinked because I missed a year. But that being the case, I was at a major bookseller a couple weeks ago, and I found the second in the series of Alton Brown cookbooks. One is Good Eats the Early Years, the next one is the Middle Years, and then the third one is the final. So I already had the early years that I got as a birthday present from Sam's parents before we got married, which was a great gift. I didn't use it enough until we moved here, but a very good gift that I'm happy with. But I decided to get myself the second one. And I told Sam, look, the first couple of anniversaries, let's just be completely above board, okay? You get yourself what you want, I'll get myself what I want. Until I have a job, we're working off the same pool of money, so we'll agree to say $40, $50 cap on an individual present, and we'll leave it at that. Well, Sam being Sam, he can make $50 stretch pretty damn far. I mean, he loves thrift stores. Loves them. Loves them. Yard sales, garage sales, flea markets, basically. He has a lot in common with my dad in that respect. And being thrifty like that is not a bad thing, but it wears on me a little bit because I have a taste for new, if not necessarily higher end. But I have not kept it to 10 minutes, so I really have to stop and I have to go deal with the laundry. I will talk to you all next time, and hopefully have more updates. I may or may not record something later today because a few days ago was my godfather's birthday, and I may have a few words on the subject I want to share. Okay, I'll talk to you all later.